The rights provided for under Article 1123 of the Constitution should necessarily be used with considerable circumspection, considering all the implications of the matter. These include, and this does not refer to this particular case per se, but these are principles we should establish for posterity and for our guidance. 1. When did the matter under consideration arise? Can it be perceived in terms of what the lawyers normally describe as novus actus interveniens? Is it something new that has arisen? In other words, when we go on holiday, the question must be asked whether this is something that with all reasonable foresight we could not have perceived, for which matter we must come back necessarily. We must be careful when the matter is such that it is within our ordinary premise, and we then go on vacation, and then we say we want to come back, or at whatever expense and inconvenience. Would the matter have been raised during the regular sitting session with prudent vigilance? Please, those who don't want to learn, can they learn? Because you can only do good governance with principles. And these things must reflect in rulings for posterity. Has the matter been raised in any form whatsoever during the session, and why raise it in the moment Parliament goes on recess? I have studied the Constitution very carefully, and I'm convinced that the recall provided for 1123 is mandatory once the requisite number of MPs have signed the petition as appropriately provided by law. It's mandatory. I do not see any discretion therein, and I do not intend to invoke any. Nevertheless, once Parliament is recalled, a speaker may have the discretion regarding what business takes place. For that matter, anything that offends the issues raised above will be grounds for, and I quote, open and close, quotation ends, policy. In other words, you recall and then you send away. Not to encourage anything that will be considered frivolous, vexatious, or otherwise an abuse of the process of Parliament. In other words, that right provided, we should be careful, does not become a tool for promoting that which is frivolous, vexatious, or otherwise an abuse of the process of Parliament. Our good nation cannot be allowed to sink into insecurity and confusion, and that is why I have allowed this to come on, notwithstanding the incompetence in regularity. That kind of society will not help the honorable members. Order. The special committee is set and composed as follows: Honorable Ameyaw Chairman, Chair. Honorable Dr. Esibe Yeboah, Honorable Boabin Asamoah, Honorable Afiji, Honorable Dr. Ayendi, Ayendi.